What is up, YouTube? It's RSMario here, bringing you spring anime preview. Okay, so this video is like hella late. I really meant to make this video like a week ago. But yeah, Fire Emblem and XCOM 2, and then, you know, the Pokemon stuff, like lots of stuff started happening at the same time. So I kept pushing the video back, but I'm finally going to do the video. It is going to be in two parts. I will do part 2. I'm going to record that right after I do this one. So yeah, let's hop on into this. So like my last video, the spring anime video, I won't be doing any sequels because for some reason they won't make sequels of the shows I actually had a chance to finish last year. So no JoJo 4, no Ushio Totora 2, none of that kind of stuff. Even though I'm definitely going to be finishing Ushio Totora. But yeah, so let's hop on into this here. So yeah, so I basically went through the season and picked out things that I may be interested in, that I may watch. Some of them I'm definitely going to do videos for. But first off, we have Wright. Now, Wright, I looked at this and I was like, this seems like your typical kind of shonen-y show, which I mean, hey, I'm not an anime snob yet, so I still like shonen shows. But you know, 15-year-old high school student with an optimistic and bright personality, one day finds a mysterious crystal in his dad's office, and he basically gets teleported to another world and has to help Prince Emilio, you know, basically try to, like, you know, survive Indra, which is the world, and kind of like take back the throne. Interesting, you know, I mean, nothing we haven't seen before, but the main thing that gets me with this is being done by Brainspace. And of course, Brainspace are the awesome people that brought us Log Horizon, so yeah, I'll give it a try just for them. Next we have Ace Attorney. Phoenix Wright finally gets an anime. So this one's being done by A1 Pictures, and it looks pretty interesting so far. It basically follows you know, him trying to basically be a defense attorney. So I mean, this is definitely gonna be interesting, man, because I played Phoenix Wright on the old DS back in those days, and I freaking love those games. So I mean, hey, A1 Pictures, you know, if you want to go down to like level 5 and like kind of like be like, hey, think we can do like I don't know, Professor Layton anime, you know, I'd be all down for that, bro. Just do it. Next we have Joker Game. This one's from Production IG. It's a novel adaptation of kind of like, this one right here interests me the most, because it's kind of like, it takes place in a different time, well, not a different time, but it is a different time period than most anime take place in, because either, you know, it takes place in like modern or future Japan, or it takes place in feudal fantasy Japan. This one takes place in like that transitional period. So this is a while after the Meiji Restoration, right before World War II. So I mean, they're kind of, you know, switching from the old Bushido ways to like the new modernized Japanese ways. And, you know, basically Joker's Game is about kind of like a secret service type of organization that has to deal with specific problems, domestic and abroad, that happened to Japan right before World War II. So that should be a very interesting story to tell right there. Next we have another pretty interesting one. This one's Stray Dogs. Stray Dogs is a manga adaptation by Bones, which is enough to kind of get me interested because Bones is awesome. But yeah, this one is about a kid who gets kicked out of an orphanage, and basically he's standing by a river and he's gonna starve. He's dying essentially, and he rescues like a crazy, like whimsical dude who basically tries to kill himself. And man turns out to be a kind of like a supernatural detective. You know, he deals with things that the police can't deal with. something else that we've seen before, but it's an interesting premise. I mean, you know, the beginning reminds me of It's a Wonderful Life. Have you ever seen that movie? Because that dude, you know, was depressed and he wanted to die. He wished he was never born after he saved this dude who turned out to be an angel from killing himself. Pretty much the same premise in the beginning, but it seems like it should be pretty interesting. Probably deal with some pretty interesting things. And the last one for this list, because I don't want to make this video too long, and that is Niver. Niver is like is basically this is another original work from Studio Trigger, and basically this is their anniversary. So they're doing I think it's a 10-year anniversary for Studio Trigger, which just feels weird. It doesn't feel like it's been 10 years for them, but I mean, hey, yeah, so Studio Trigger, they're doing this for their anniversary, and this anime basically takes place in a fictional Japanese city named Sugimori City. So that's pretty awesome. Pokemon in this jump. It's gonna be Pokemon in this city. It better be. But one day, Noriko, she tells her classmates that you have been selected as a Niver, which to me, I'm like, yo, this don't sound good at all. But basically, the Niver system, or the Kizura system, basically allows all these people to share wounds and pain via their nerve network, and it's kind of like an experiment to create world peace. So essentially, if they linked everybody in the world through their nerve network, you wouldn't be able to hurt anybody without hurting everybody. Which, I mean, seems like a good idea for like 2 seconds until you realize, you know, that it's kind of part of the human condition, you know, for people to get angry and hurt people. And I mean, unfortunately, it is kind of part of the human condition. And eventually, somebody's going to get mad enough to hurt and or kill somebody, which is going to send pain to everybody, which could probably create a domino effect. Because they'll probably get pissed off with that person because they hurt everybody, and then eventually want to hurt them, and basically creates an endless cycle of pain. So, yeah, you know, that, I mean, it doesn't seem like a good idea now. But I would like to see how it plays out, and Studio Trigger is always good for bringing up some crazy over-the-top stuff. I mean, my love affair with freaking Kill La Kill. So, yeah, I mean, that's about it for this one. This is only part 1. I'm going to be doing part 2, and it's not going to be like the last time, because I said I was going to do part 2, and time and stuff got away from me. I didn't get a chance to. I'm actually going to do part 2 this time. I'm literally, when I hit the stop button, I'm going to do part 2. But that's about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, people, keep it real.